Hey guys, welcome back to a brand new video here on the channel, and it's another episode of Yay or Nay. It is a very busy week for the Yay or Nay series, which is a good thing. And today we're actually going to be doing our first McFarlane toy. I cover all sizes, whether it be McFarlane Toys, 1/6 scale, 1/12 scale, 1/3 scale, 1/4 scale, half size, life size, all that jazz, just to see if it's worth it at its price point, all the accessories it comes with. And yes, like I said, today is the first McFarlane toy and something very near and dear to my heart. Good old Batfleck. So McFarlane Toys have put up for pre-order their Batfleck figure from Batman v Superman Dawn of Justice. And I just want to go over the details, the accessories, and if it is indeed worth it at its price point. Now, obviously, this one really speaks to me because it is worthy of a custom collectible video on the main channel, which I will be getting around to. So of course, check out the price point, see what it is in USD, and then convert it into AUD. So we've got the specs here on the McFarlane Toys website. I'm then going to be referencing Big Bad Toy Store, who've actually sold out of pre-orders, but you know how quick these things hit the shelves. So it's one of those things where I'm not worried about it. I know I can go to my local store very soon, whether it be Zing or even JB Hi-Fi, and there will be a plentiful amount of them in stock. So let's check it out. So like I said, we are on the official McFarlane Toys website just to check out the photos and specs. So the first photo up, we have the figure next to the box itself. It's a classic DC Multiverse box. You can't go wrong with these. It's simple, and also it just works for every figure that they do, and it's probably cheaper as well. But in terms of right off the bat, it's a decent looking Batfleck figure. In the past, we've had the Justice League tactical Batman costume from Zack Snyder's Justice League with and without the goggles. And this time we have the BvS suit, which in my opinion is the best out of the Ben Affleck bat suits next to the Nightmare suit. Again, my opinion, but I also think that Affleck's bat suit in BvS, along with the armored bat suit and the Nightmare suit, is some of the best live action bat suits put to screen. In terms of a real representation of a comic accurate Batman, very reminiscent of Frank Miller's The Dark Knight Returns. And yeah, just looking at it, the details are all there. I do, however, and this is a perfect shot to see, have a bit of an issue with the likeness of Ben Affleck. To me, this does not look like Ben Affleck. If anything, if I were to say the closest it looks to Ben Affleck is that one shot from the beginning of Joss Whedon's Justice League, where he kills that parademon up against a wall, and there's that one shot of Batfleck kind of looking up at the parademon as it's withering away. The mouth plate there definitely does look like it. The texturing is pretty damn good. It's hard to do that type of texture from full size down to this scale. Like, it's obviously gonna look a little bit different to how the actual textured fabric on the life-size suits looks. The chest emblem looks great. It's got the battle damage there. The utility belt, they've gone for just a full gold, so it's gonna be one of those things where I'm gonna have to go in and do it a full matte black and then go in and do the gold highlights and accents. And of course, this time around, it comes with a cloth cape as opposed to the tactical suit that came with a plastic cape. The plastic cape still look good. If you weathered it, distressed it, gave it a bit of extra texturing and stuff like that with some dry brushing, it looks great. But I'm definitely going to be going in and replacing it with a pleather cape, but make sure to get yourself a pleather that isn't going to crack. It's been the bane of my existence lately, but it's one of those things where you're working in such small scale, it could happen, and it can happen. In terms of the accessories, we have 2 swappable hands, 2 batarangs, grapnel gun, and obviously the stand, and the BvS poster card, which I don't really care for. It's more or less just accessories are accessories when it comes to these figures, but obviously I need a base because sometimes these figures are a little bit tricky to stand on their own, especially if you're doing a pose where they're running or they're gonna be off balance. You need that peg stand right there. In terms of the poster, I don't really care for the poster or any of that stuff. Overall, the dimensions look good. It's that good classic pose, that good strongman pose. The muscle structure is good. Everything looks great. The boots, the detail on the boots look good. The gauntlets look good. It is a pretty impressive blank canvas. Again, just the only thing that's throwing me off is the likeness of Ben Affleck. But I feel with a bit of layering, shading, doing the 5 o'clock shadow, these repaints, when they start rolling out, when these figures are in hand with customers, are gonna look damn good, especially with some shading of the muscles and stuff like that. I think it looks good. I think it looks legit. The batarangs are way too oversized, but again, I don't really care for the accessories when it comes to these figures. I know this is a very small, minute figure compared to the other figures I've done yay or nays for, but this really jumps out at me because it's Batfleck and I want to do a custom collectible on it, most definitely. And there we are, finishing up on the packaging. So if we head over to Big Bad Toy Store. So pre-order sold out. In USD, it is $22.99. So that equates to $34.84 in Australian dollars. Now, given the fact that the likeness of Ben Affleck is a little off, the accessories are a little lackluster, but the accessories with McFarlane Toys, it's not really a deal breaker. Is it worth it at the price point for $22.99 USD, or in AUD's case, $34.84? Absolutely. I think these figures are reasonably priced given the detail. And yes, you can argue McFarlane Toys have kind of gone downhill in terms of their detail and quality control, but because they're making so much stuff these days as opposed to the movie Maniac stuff, I think it is still worth it. But to me, this is going to make for a fun custom collectible. You can also get replacement heads for these figures. Custom 3D printed, resin printed heads that have the likeness of Ben Affleck there with the stubble detail and stuff like that. So that is definitely an option. The only thing is, it's just going to... The only thing is, it's just going to cost you a bit more money. But if you are customizing this figure and you are in that realm of custom figures, you know it's going to cost you extra money, then that's fine. I say go for it. But just for the general collector that's not going to do anything to this figure, I think it's a welcome addition. It'll be a welcome addition to the Batman line, and God knows how many Batman figures McFarlane Toys has done. But I'm not complaining. You know, the more Batman figures, the more merry, the more chances and opportunities there are to do custom collectible figures. But again, the head sculpt is definitely off. You can get a replacement head. Obviously, I will be replacing the cape, doing a repaint on the body, highlighting the textures, highlighting the muscle shading, and then obviously going in and dusting up, weathering up the gauntlets, the boots, stuff like that, changing the utility belt to make it match the color scheme of the screen use utility belt, and possibly do a dynamic base. I would love to see McFarlane Toys do the Nightmare Batman version. That would be great, as well as the armored version. I would definitely get the armored version in a heartbeat. In terms of the Nightmare, I'm actually in the middle of getting ready to do a custom Hot Toys Nightmare Batman figure. I sold my old one a very long time ago, and I do miss it, but I've seen some of the custom head sculpts for Nightmare Batman and the custom trench coats that have been coming out, and I want that figure again, custom in a case, and then it's mine, and it looks absolutely perfect. Because you look at the stock figure from Hot Toys, and in hindsight, back then I thought it was accurate as, but it just looks completely off. Either way, guys, this figure here is a big yay for me. Coming from the custom realm, the price point doesn't really bother me. For the general collector as well, it's definitely a yay as well. It's a decent price point, considering the detail that's in the figure. Even though it's not on par with old McFarlane Toys, it's still pretty reasonable. Let me know your thoughts down below, guys, on the brand new Batfleck figure from McFarlane Toys from Batman v Superman Dawn of Justice. Hope you're having an awesome day. Love you guts, and I'll catch you in the next one.